Hello friends, this is Cara-Renee with B.Reborn Art and Healing, coming to you with another Crash Your Trash video. Again, just because of being sick and trying to just double team all my projects, this project is going to act as a Crash Your Trash, but also I am creating this project for a journal that I'm making, and I believe that I'm going to call it Adventure. It is a green themed journal. I'm doing a journal exchange with another artist and creator, and so I want to get working on those bits of ephemera, so I thought I would go ahead and do two things for one. So what we're going to make today is we're going to make cardboard dangles. So I've got tons of this corrugated cardboard, and so we're going to use our scraps and make some dangles. I want to show you, I already did test out whether or not it would be easy to put an eyelet in, and it is super easy. So we're going to be putting an eyelet in. I probably won't get to putting actual dangles on like beads or anything today, but I did want to show you just how to create again, these are clusters, but as you can see, they're going to be pretty tiny, right? So I've got some scrap paper here. Again, my recipe is specialty paper like rice paper or vellum or things like that, some book pages, old music pages, and things from the kit. The one thing I did forget to do, which I'm going to go ahead and I apologize, I'm going to pause the camera really quick because I need to create the circular focal image for these. So I will be right back. Okay, I now have some focal points, and basically what I mean by focal points is I just want these circles to act as kind of something that draws the eye. These are all, as you can see, green themed, so they are just cut from my scraps. So I just take my circle punch. This is my smallest one. I believe it's a 1-inch punch. So, and my camera got crooked while I was doing that, so let me just fix real quick. So I'm in my updated setup here. My husband built me a shelf to raise my camera up higher since I got the new monitor, and all of that stuff changed my setup a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and start going. So these are all of my my lace and fabric and ribbon scraps. So we'll be pulling from that for this project. So I'm going to set that right there. So we're going to start by, I have 8 pieces of cardboard. So I'm going to go ahead and start by inking these up, and then we'll start sorting through some of the papers and create our little clusters. So I will be right back after I get these all inked. Okay, so those are inked up. So let's go ahead and just start tearing up some papers. So I usually like to start with, well, it doesn't matter what you start with. So let's just start. Sometimes you just have to begin, right? We need a bigger piece on the bottom. So this is getting a little confusing for me. So I'm going to just start tearing up some papers so that they're ready to ink, and then we'll just start putting it together. So this will be easier. I realize I'm kind of off to too far to the right here. Let me scooch over. So we'll build a couple of these together, and then I will speed the video up so that you guys can just watch. So we've got some vellum here. Okay, so we're gonna just start, and we can pull if we need more. So, because this is the tricky part. So again, we're gonna build 2 together, and then I will speed the video up, and we will, I'll do more. So. I'm just going to put them on here first, and then we'll glue them on. We don't want these hanging over the edges too much because they are going to be dangles, and that could be problematic. Oops, not that one. Again, I seem to be way, when I look at the camera, I'm like way over to the right here. Let me just scooch my whole self over here. So that should be about right. I'm going to get a plain piece of vellum here that I tore. There we go. So let's just start gluing. So I've got my Barely Arts. I'm just going to use that because it's what I reached for. And let's find a couple of pieces of lace and then our little focal points here. So let's do the butterfly. Whoops, this butterfly on here. And that one on there. Whoops, I got 2 there. So now we just need a little bits of lace and things. I don't want to bulk this up too much because again they're clusters, dangle clusters, so that's going to be a little bit different than what we usually do here. So just going to get some bits here, and I'm trying to keep it in those kind of neutral tones because it is for a kind of a green journal, not kind of a green journal, a green journal. These are buttons. These are cool. Maybe we'll do a button on one of them. A button trim. Like that. And then let's get one more thing here. How about this? Oh, that's the same color as that. It's not going to work. How about some of this? Okay, so let's just start gluing. Just a piece of lace here, just to get us going here. Still not feeling good, you guys. I don't know what's going on. I'm not beating it. I do have to make sure that I leave a room for that, the eyelets. So I'm going to try to reserve this spot here for the eyelet on this one. And that's a little bit, I don't want these hanging over too much because it could be a problem actually in a journal. So, and let's see, we didn't have any book page on this one. Oh, look at this. Got some little numbers. Book page, Renee. But I've been laying around, I've been sleeping, I've been resting, and this is no more stressful sitting here doing this than anything else that I could be doing. So I am just going to create when I feel like I can without exhausting myself. I get really winded and I get kind of sweaty like if I do too much, so trying to really take it easy. That's a little bit big. Let's tear that one down. And again, this is crash or trash. So these are way great. Oh, that's terrible English. Great ways to use your scraps. So obviously that's why we call it crash your trash. So one more piece here. I'm just going to put this piece of rice paper on there. Awesome. And we've got this little bit of lace, and then we'll put our focal image on. I need to get my art glitter glue here. Pardon my reach. I usually try to have that ready before I begin. So let's just put this down here. Just a little bit of glue. These are going to be gorgeous. I'm loving this. Feeling pretty good about it. Let's ink about around this circle. And I did also, that one's kind of square at the top. That was interesting. I did also pull some words. I forgot to show you those, so I'll show you as I go, as we move through these. And there's our little butterfly. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, so what word do we want? I think I want abide on this one. So I am going to trim these down because I don't want them to be too big on these clusters. So we're going to call them cardboard clusters. Cardboard cluster dangles. That's a mouthful. Oops. Hope you guys are doing well. It's very, very cold here today in Washington State. The skies are clear, which always means cooler temperatures, and like it was only like 32 degrees when I got up this morning. Pretty crazy. I think I want one more piece of lace under there. You know how it goes with me. Let me see if I can find one easily. I really like the lace. These are going to be hanging out of the journal, so it shouldn't be too big of a problem for them to be somewhat. Oh, that one's just coming apart altogether. Goodness gracious. You know what? I'm not going to put any more lace on that. That's awfully thick. So let me wipe that off really quick. Yeah, I have no paper towel at hand here. So we're just going to put abide here on the bottom of this circle. And then let me just show you how I do the eyelet. So I'm just using my hand dealio here because on camera I have a really hard time using the crocodile and not looking like a fool. So I'm gonna do the handheld one, the littler one. So I'm just gonna set that aside. We're gonna punch our hole. So same process as the crocodile, but just use a hole punch first. Hopefully it's going to go all through those layers. Should be good. Give that a punch. Let's see. Ooh, that got stuck. Yeah. Come on, you can do it. Oh my goodness, I may need to get my crocodile out. I don't want to tear anything here. I just left some lace in there, I think. That's okay. So now we're going to put our eyelet in. I chose a green one for this project. Oh, there's my lace peeking through the back. Let's just trim that off. I don't know. I probably should put the eyelet in first. We'll try that on one of the other ones. So then with this handheld one, it goes like this. And so this point is the one that goes into the eyelet, the top of the eyelet, if that makes any sense. And then we're just going to crimp her. And there we got a beautiful little dangle. So isn't that sweet? Super great way to use your scraps, and it doesn't look horrible on the back side. So that's awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and work on this one together with you, and then I will speed up the next one as I mentioned before. I am being repetitive. I apologize for that. Probably part of a foggy brain here today. That's not big enough for the base. Oh, I already had one picked. Need something more underneath. let's go with some of this rice paper here as our base. Oh, I was going to do the eyelet first, wasn't I? Short-term memory loss. Yeah, let's go ahead and do the eyelet just so we don't run into that problem again. So I think this one I'm going to have go here as well. Oh, we got something stuck in there. There we go. So I'm just going to get that under there. Sorry, off camera. That was much easier. And that way we don't have to think about all those layers. So let's see, I think I'll use a bronze one this time, if I can find a regular size. My little separator came out, so this separator came out between those two colors, so that's a bummer. Do I have bronze ones? I might not have them in the big one, so let's just do another green one. Why not? Put that in and then we'll move on. So again, I'm just putting it so that that pointy part is there. Y'all probably know how to do that, so there we go. Not real fond of that green, but it's okay. Let's see. Let's get some textile stuff down here first. Just a little bit of texture, and it really lends itself to a kind of an organic feel. I just need to grab a paper towel here. Like so, and then I feel like I don't like that straight edge, so let's just tear that one off. That's better. A little bit of glue. Let's get some book page on here. Actually, I think I want another layer first before I put that on. How about this vellum? This is, I've used this vellum a lot. It was printed. It comes from a scrap pad called Georgia Blues, and it's one of my favorite paper packs of all time. And so this is just the scraps from some of the ephemera kits that was sold with it. So there we go. I like that. We're gonna lose our part of our feather, but that's okay. That's not what this is about. So let's do that. And then I've got a little piece of lace here. I'm not sure if I'm feeling this one though. So let's see. Yeah, I like it. I feel like I need something else though. That's not quite enough. So I'm going to pull that back up, that book page and that piece of vellum. I want another piece of lace under there. I'm just going to go kind of a little bit thinner with that. Maybe a little bit of this gold would be pretty. I keep losing my scissors. There we go. Oh, that's it's not see-through enough, so I don't like that. Pardon me, guys. Oh, here's a little bit of, this stuff is really cool. It's attached to some fabric. This was an old scarf that I repurposed because I am way too hot to wear scarves throughout my day. So even when I was doing office work, I couldn't do it. So just going to put a little bit of glue there. Put that on, and that way you can kind of still see through it, which is beautiful. And then let's go ahead and see if we can get this back on here with some ease. Maybe. We're not going to see a lot of it. That's okay. There we go. And we'll do our little focal point for this one. So let's see. How about this little face? I thought that was really pretty. Okay, so let's just put that on there and then we will be done with this. Oh, we need a word too. I'll get my word in a second. How about down here for the circle? The nice thing about the Fabri-Tac is you can move your stuff. So you saw I had that lace way back here in this corner and I was able to move it pretty easily. So there's that. And let's find a word. So I have BU, I have wild, dream, hope eternal, take heart, be brave, and this moment. I think I want be brave. So again, I'm going to trim it down just for this purpose. They're just way too big for these tiny clusters, in my opinion. Of course, you can do whatever you like, whatever's pleasing to you. These are various quotes and words from a lot of different creators. So as I've mentioned before, it's really hard for me to kind of link them because they're all tossed in a thing together. So it's kind of challenging. I think I'm going to use that button on this one because I've got some space over here in this corner. So I'm going to put Be Brave right here, like so. Yes, I like that. And then where was that button? Right here. There's the button. I'm going to try to unravel this a little bit. Oh, that's a lot of unraveling. Didn't want that. Hold on. Shall we put the button on here? What do you think? I think yes. Let's do it. So the rest of them, as I mentioned, I will just kind of speed up the video and let you guys watch me create. So here's the close-up of that one. Super cute. So, and I'm trying to show you the profile of this. Let me bend it a little bit. So that's the profile in terms of thickness. The button is the thickest part on this piece, but because it's going to be a dangle, it's going to be fine. So I'm not sure where I would put that because of the way that I put the eyelet. It's probably going to have to go on a page on the left, but we will deal with that when we get there. So I'm going to continue on, guys. So we're going to do one more, and then I'll do the rest of them off camera. So you guys, I think, have seen probably enough to get the idea of what I'm doing here. And if you've watched my other videos, you already know. So we're just going to finish up this one, and then we're going to call it a day. I'm getting tired anyway, so it's good to listen to our bodies, right? They're there to tell us something. They tell us when it's time to rest. And so it's important to listen. So I'm gonna put the hole punch over here, the hole rather, before I get going too far. So these are actually punching really, really well. That's a little bit fragile, that part of the cardboard, but I'm hoping it will be okay with the eyelets. So let's see, what color do we want? I really don't like that green. I mean, I like it, it's fine, but I don't want to do them all green. So I'm going to use a black one. Let's get that in there and then give it a press and set it. There we go. So what do we want on this one? Really liking this 5-cent thing, or whatever it is. It's just a scrap. Yeah, I like that. Let's see what we want underneath it. We need something under it. A little bit of interest here. Kind of go off to this edge here a little bit. Hopefully it will hold up. I've never done this before, so I'm hoping I'm not creating a disaster, you know, as far as the usability in a journal, because we want our journals to be functional and not be kind of encumbered by the construction of the journal. We want to be able to use it, right, in practical ways. So trying to be mindful of that a little bit as well. I keep losing my scissors. I don't know what I'm doing with them. I get very disoriented when anything shifts in the studio. It doesn't matter if it's just a little shift, and things shifted. My camera's higher, my tools are just in a slightly different place, so it takes some getting used to. So there we go. I love that 5-cent thing. Isn't that cool? Sweet. This one's pretty simple. I like it. I think we should do one more piece of this lace. This is one of my favorite laces. I can't remember what journal I used it in first. I think it might have been my Bohemian journal that I did as a giveaway. It was one of the first journals. I think it was the first journal I gave away several months ago. But love it. And then we will be done. I thank you guys for coming by, for watching, supporting, encouraging, and all those beautiful things that you do. I do want to give a shout out. So I have started following Bluebird Creations. She's a new channel, I think only a couple of months old. She's got phenomenal content. Her method of doing things is very calming and very just very easy to watch, and she's got great content, and her channel is growing very, very quickly. So if you want a recommendation, I would highly recommend her. Just again, really easy to listen to, has some great ideas, and that's Tiffany over at Bluebird Creations on YouTube. So I'll try to remember to link it in the description box. We're gonna lose some of our 5 there. Maybe I'll hold on to that one and do BU, because I don't want to lose all that lace. So this I can cut a little bit smaller, like so. And I think I'm going to go lay down and take a nap. Oh, we need our circle. I forgot the circle. How about, shall we do the butterfly? Yes, the butterfly. I love butterflies. Oh my gosh, I love butterflies. Well, that's the cost, right? As we talk about all the time, sometimes you lose the background and you kind of surrender it for something better or something more. So I'm okay with that. And we have BU. We're just going to put her right there. I'll hold this up so you guys can see. I don't know why I got so sticky today when I'm using my paper towel, but I'm sticking to everything. So there is our last cluster that we're going to do together. I will probably do some more off camera. I'm not sure. I mean, 5 for this journal is more than enough because the journal that I'm making is going to be only 2 signatures, I believe. So, but anyway, there we go. So thanks again for watching, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.